They try to put us under.
We're as strong as our weakest.
They try to put us under. They try to put us under. No longer we teachers be moved to a corner, but we rise to the summit, and we rise like the center. I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water, I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water,
like Bobby Boucher, I'm cleansing my ways, building up my faith. I'm on my way, walking through them gates, hoping that I get saved. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will I teach you be moved. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will I teach you be moved to a corner.
We the best like Ali, without the shakes. Heathens burn at noonday, call it wake and bake. Water rising up, understanding, make you elevate. Water boys with fridges on, drink and hydrate. Young man, endure to the end. Every night I pray. Make sure you stay thirsty for the word. That's what Captain say. Drinking this rock, you never thirst again. That's what Jesus say. Make it so you may die in this life and never pass away.
they try to put us under. They try to put us under. No longer we teachers be moved to a corner, but we rise to the summit, and we rise like the center. I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water, I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water,
like Bobby Boucher, I'm cleansing my ways, building up my faith. I'm on my way, walking through them gates, hoping that I get saved. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will our teachers be moved to a corner. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will our teachers be moved to a corner.
Yeah, that's that water, water, water. Gotta teach it to your sons and your daughters. It can solve all your issues. Look at everything we've been through. We're supposed to be drowning in it, sounding it, happy and smiling when we get it. But we so wise to do evil. You know we a stiff-necked people. We need that water by the word and stop believing what you heard. We need that never thirst again. You need to leave that church that you in. Cause if your pastor was Pinocchio, then his nose would be long as hell. Colossians 3:9. So he need to be going to jail. Creflo steal your dollar. TD, he a snake. Lion, Kearney, Thomas. Be poisoning all the jakes. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will your teachers be moved to a corner. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will your teachers be moved to a corner.
They try to put us under. They try to put us under. No longer will your teachers be moved to a corner, but we rise to the summit, and we rise like the center. I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water, I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water,
like Bobby Boucher, I'm cleansing my ways, building up my faith. I'm on my way, walking through them gates, hoping that I get saved. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will our teachers be moved to a corner. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will our teachers be moved to a corner.
See me, Shano. Yeah. Hey, whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Set them cold, most I colder. Take a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older. Whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Set them cold, most I colder. Take a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older. 4-5 deep in the street we be teaching. You better listen up when the prophet is preaching. Somebody getting cut, we exposing their demons. Sirach 23:19, we see you creeping. 4-5 deep in the streets we be teaching. Creflo got the sheeps in the church and he's sleeping. Tides in your offer and your house, I don't need it. The laws is the way to life, but can you keep it? We be the fishes of men and the keepers of my next of kin. Living in sin, now it's time to repent. Drunk off the wine of fornication, now you bent. The laws in my mouth, they don't want me to vent. On the highways and byways, you setting up camp. Crying out loud, don't need a mic or amp. The word is going out and it don't need a stamp. It'll never come back till the work is done. Whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Set them cold, most I colder. Think a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older. Whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Said them cold, most I colder. Think a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older.
Take over is to take over. End game, I turn your plays over. I'll give you time to escape in your Range Rover. So hurry up, get your family, I'm waiting on you. 3, 2, 1, time's up. Over before started, your glory is not a part of. You think you're smart but retarded, but end of the day regardless, I'm the one to get awarded while you stupid ass departing. Yes, any means necessary. First class while you hate it secondary. My status make it obvious I'm legendary. Little friends, I got many adversaries. Oh gosh, wanna school them like kids. We're the gods of the earth, so lavish is how I live. My people know what it is, and I be about the biz. Give thanks and praise to the Father, cause he made life what it is.
Whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Said them cold, most I colder. Think a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older. Whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Said them cold, most I colder. Think a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older. We never chat no lyrics till we chat about God. Bible is the weapon, so me put down the Glock. The hollow point, couldn't gather the flock. It bring death, the only freedom on the block. So me say, under Christ true we get a second breath. And God said, we not go see a second death, my people. Sick in the spirit, through them sick in them brain. Wisdom 16:12 are the remedy for them. So me say, whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Said them cold, most I colder. Think a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older. Whole time for the prophets take over. We don't want nobody blood on my shoulder. Said them cold, most I colder. Think a joke, hey, you don't know God. Take over is to take over. Fresh water wash your brain sober. Don't wait with weight on your shoulder. Born again before you get older.
I'm fixing myself. I'ma get it right. It's very dark here. I'ma need your light. I'ma follow anywhere you go. Anywhere. Pick up, then I gotta let you know. Let you know you leave me cause I cannot let you go. Can I let you go? You leave me cause I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I won't let you. Won't let you. I won't let you down. I won't let you. I won't let you down. I made up my mind. Want this forever. You're too hard to find. You are a treasure. Rain or shine, shine. I'ma hold you down, not gon' waste your time. You was there for me all the time. Didn't know what I had, I was too blind. Yeah, you was always down for me. How did you put up with me? You was always good to me. Hey, let your blessings rain down on me. You bring out the best in me. Know you are my remedy. You was with me from the start. No, I kept you waiting, but I give to you my heart. I'ma follow anywhere you go. Anywhere. Pick
then I gotta let you know. Let you know you leave me cause I cannot let you go. Can I let you go? You leave me cause I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. I won't let you, won't let you. I won't let you down. I won't let you, I won't let you down. I'ma get myself together for you. I'ma change my life, I'ma change it for you. You got the keys, I'm feeling free, I feel a lot, yeah. My foundation, they can't move me, you my rock, yeah. On my mind all the time around the clock, yeah. So influential, me and you can never stop, no, no. I'm yours, you're mine. Then people cannot come between us, they're way out of line. Hey, when I'm with you, I shine like the stars in the constellation. This not ordinary, it's divine. Do you forgive me? Do you? I just wanna...
Shalom,
Shalom, shalom.
Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ
You're
bless.
now tuned into the Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes. I'm
That's
Captain
right.
Gadget to my right.
I'm CUBL.
And to the middle,
While the world
Jesus.
the third.
All praise to the Most High, y'all. We got a good one tonight. We got a good one tonight. Let's jump right into it. What we got? The dark history of gasoline baths.
That's
at
crazy.
The border.
That's crazy.
Hey, these are the things. I'm going to tell you something. Y'all see what's going on in Texas right now?
Right.
We forget the dark history of what happened to our people.
Right.
Years ago.
Right.
Years and years ago. They like to push stuff like this to the back of the line.
Yep.
The dark history of gasoline baths at the border.
That's crazy.
Toxic chemicals and Nazis are part of U.S. border history. Let's play that video. Watch this, y'all.
Same.
Watch this.
We know about Carmelita Torres is from a few newspaper accounts in 1917. They called her an auburn-haired Amazon, just 17 years old. She led angry women in anti-American rioting and shut down the U.S.-Mexico border. But hidden within her story is something much bigger than a single riot. It's a story about American paranoia at the border, about a toxic campaign of disinfection and discrimination, and a U.S. practice that would go on to inspire Nazi scientists.
Whoa, stop! It said America inspired Nazi scientists by what they did to the so-called Hispanics, by what they did to Issachar. It inspired Nazi scientists to do the same thing.
So
That's where they come from.
Woo!
That's where they come from.
Hey, come on, y'all supposed to drop a bomb. Oh, that's a late bomb, but you know I'll take it. Better late than never.
I'll tell you, them brothers sleep today. Them brothers sleep today. Lord,
Hey, Gene,
Lord,
we need you.
Lord help us, Lord.
We need you in the back, Gene.
Lord help us. Them brothers are asleep today. Wake up, brothers. Wake the hell up. Let's go back to the video.
At the border between El Paso, Texas and Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, thousands of people cross back and forth for work and school every day. They line up in Juarez and often wait for hours to get through the U.S. checkpoint. But the border didn't always look like this.
Crossing this border used to be free and unrestricted. People would come and go without a passport. But after 1917, Juarez and El Paso became two separate communities.
It was a turbulent year at the border. The Mexican Revolution was ongoing, and the U.S. was about to enter World War I.
All of a sudden, you have the war hysteria created by World War I. People here in El Paso that are deadly afraid that the Germans are going to attack from Ciudad Juarez.
The fear of invasion brought tensions to the border, while across the US, a different movement was gaining strength. The eugenics movement, based on junk science, aimed to create a genetically and morally superior population. That meant stricter controls on immigration, only allowing those deemed fit to enter. On Ellis Island, one of the busiest ports of entry at the time, U.S. health officials were tasked with weeding out immigrants they thought were unfit or disease carriers. And across the country, that process coincided with the stereotyping of Mexicans as inferior and unclean. Dozens of film titles included the word greaser, a derogatory term used to describe Mexicans. This racist sentiment was strong at the U.S.
Can we get that scripture, please? Give me Deuteronomy 28. See, we know about nigga. Right. I bet. We know about redskin. Right. But we ain't never heard of no greaser. Right. A greaser? What the hell is a greaser? Greaser was a slang word for Mexican. That's crazy. Bring it out. Proverb. A byword. An insult. Give me that. Deuteronomy 28.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Go ahead.
A proverb.
A proverb.
And a byword.
And a byword.
Among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So the prophecy is that you so-called Mexicans will become a byword. And in 1917, your byword was greaser. Damn. That's what they called you. Then they changed it to spit. Wetback.
Beaner.
Beaner.
That's crazy.
But during that time, it was greaser. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention. Well, it's gonna get a lot more heavier. This documentary gonna get a lot more heavier. Go back. Go ahead.
Mexico border. El Paso's mayor, Tom Lee, had developed an obsession with cleanliness, and it defined his political platform.
This obsession with not only racial purity, but physical purity. He was going to literally clean up El Paso from all these bad elements. And by bad elements, he often meant racially bad elements.
One of Mayor Lee's biggest fears was a disease called typhus, spread by lice. So, under the pretense of sanitary betterment work,
now watch
he
this.
helped lead a campaign to inspect every house.
It says that this dude was afraid of typhus, which is lice, right?
Right.
I want you to go to Google, and I want you to ask Google, who brought lice to the states of North America? Can we look that up, please? Let's look that up. Let's look that up. Let's look that up. Who brought lice over here?
It must be a big mystery to them.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery to the world.
Right. Who brought lice here?
Y'all got it? They all should say the same thing.
These people are filthy. Disgusting. But we're going to find out who it is, though.
Because when the so-called saviors of the creators of the new world, when they came over here, one of the plagues they brought here was lice to the so-called Native American Indians. Lice, smallpox,
right? Smallpox,
chicken pox, yellow fever,
yellow fever, right? All these diseases and they carried all of them.
Got
all of them. Disgusting.
All right, don't worry about it.
Esau the devil, y'all.
Don't worry about it.
They just the devil.
Just go back. Come on.
In other words, Esau bought lice. Go ahead.
In a predominantly Mexican neighborhood. If the inspectors found lice, occupants were forced to take vinegar and kerosene baths, have their heads shaved, and clothing burned. Hundreds of homes were eventually destroyed. Lee also expanded the supposed health measures to include inmates in the El Paso jail.
They had to strip naked, take a bath inside a tub full of kerosene, and on
kerosene
one occasion,
is the stuff for lighters, man.
It seems somebody
look up kerosene. Look up definition of kerosene. Look up definition of kerosene. Stay with us, y'all. Stay with us. Please, Gene, help me. Look up definition of kerosene.
Give him some intimidation. About to jump on the table.
Let's read that.
Kerosene. Kerosene, also known as paraffin, is a combustible hydrocarbon liquid which is derived from petroleum. It is widely used as a fuel in aviation as well as in households. Its name derives from the Greek keros, meaning wax, and was registered as a trademark by Canadian geologists.
Go down to the like this. Have that go down.
Toxicity.
There we go.
Toxicity. Ingestion of kerosene is harmful. Kerosene is sometimes recommended as a folk remedy for killing head lice.
Folk remedy was 1917 when they dumped so-called Mexicans
in a tub
of kerosene.
Right.
Go ahead.
But health agencies warn against this as it can cause burns and serious illness.
Watch this. Read the next part.
A kerosene shampoo can even be fatal.
Can even kill you
if fumes are inhaled.
Can kill you if fumes are inhaled. So when brothers and sisters was dumped in a tub of kerosene, you best believe there were fumes that were inhaled.
Yep.
Go back.
I believe that was dying. That thing was
you
killing,
best believe it. You best believe it. Go back. Go back to the definition, please.
It's deadly, man.
Read the next part. People can be exposed.
People can be exposed to kerosene in the workplace by breathing it in, swallowing it, skin contact, and eye contact.
Read on.
The U.S. National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, has set a recommended exposure limit of 100 milligrams per meter.
Something. I don't know what that means.
Over an 8-hour workday.
So they put a recommended exposure limit. I mean, it's a limit to this thing before it can seriously
harm you,
kill you, all right, or harm you, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know what is the doggone exposure limit to a tub of kerosene?
Right. You just dump.
That's 100%.
Right.
That ain't no limit to that exposure. They dumped our brothers in kerosene in tubs. But this white man ain't the devil, though.
They bought the lice, and then they try to say we could kill the lice by the gasoline. So twice the devil, man.
Yeah,
over.
the damn devil. Go back to the video.
Horrible, man.
27 prisoners, majority Mexican or Mexican American, burned to death in the fire that the newspapers called the jail Holocaust. But despite the tragic fire, Mayor Lee pushed forward with even more aggressive plans.
He sends a telegram, a Western Union telegram, to Rupert Blue, who was the Surgeon General up in Washington, D.C. And basically, well, let me just read it. Hundreds dirty, lousy, destitute Mexicans arriving at El Paso daily will undoubtedly bring and
Pause it. This is Robert Blue, Surgeon General, Washington, D.C. Hundreds of dirty, lousy, destitute Mexicans arriving at El Paso daily. This is what was sent to the Surgeon General.
That's crazy.
This is what was sent to Washington, D.C.
That's crazy.
This is what, who's that? Who was Hun Rupert Blue, the governor, right? Look him up. Look up Hun Rupert Blue.
Rupert Blue.
I think it was the governor during that time.
That's crazy.
Hun Rupert Blue. Han, H-O-N, Rupert Blue. Let's see who that was. Got it? Go ahead.
Rupert Blue was an American physician and soldier. He was the 4th Surgeon General of the United States from 1912 to 1920.
Okay, so he was the Surgeon General. So he was in control of America's medicine, medical department, right? Go down. Go down. All right. Anyway, go back. So we know who he was, right?
That's crazy.
So
A telegram was sent to him.
Right. A telegram was sent to Han Rupert Blue.
Right.
Go back. Surgeon General, Washington, D.C. Hundreds dirty, lousy, destitute Mexicans arriving at El Paso daily will undoubtedly bring and spread typhus unless a quarantine is placed at once. The city of El Paso, backed by its medical board and state, federal, and militia officials, here feel that the government should put on a quarantine. Please investigate and advise me this is necessary to avoid typhus epidemic.
Wait a minute.
What's crazy is even to the day, man, the nation still look at us like that. The nation still look at us like that. That's why you know that we are the Israelites. The blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
These dudes talk about some quarantining you, dipping you in kerosene tubs because of lice. I'm pretty sure there's a million other ways to get rid of lice.
That's beyond hatred.
Dipping you in kerosene oil. Go back.
I hate it here.
Go back to the video.
Unless a quarantine is placed at once.
The government didn't agree to a full quarantine because evidence suggested that typhus wasn't a major threat in the area. But instead, they funded a new disinfection plant at the border in 1916. In this facility, every immigrant considered a second-class citizen had to strip naked. Their clothes were sent to a large steam dryer and then fumigated with toxic pesticides inside the gas room.
Gas
An
room?
inspector
Does that
would
sound
check
familiar?
each person's body,
Pause it.
including private...
Don't that sound familiar, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
The gas room sounds like the gas chamber.
Right.
Sound like what the
Nazis.
Nazis did to the so-called Jewish people.
Amalek.
Hell no. What they did to their brother.
Right. Right.
That's what it sound like.
Yep.
That they come in, stripped naked, their clothes were sent to the gas room. They were sent to a room to get sprayed with kerosene.
Yep.
Go back.
Tell
you, man, this white man is the devil,
bouncing
man.
ideas off of each other.
This white man is the devil. Hold on. Play on, brother. Play on.
Parts for lice. If they found lice, immigrants would have to shave their head and body hair and bathe in a mix of kerosene and vinegar.
Stop!
Some even had their...
If they found lice on them or on their clothing, our brothers and sisters, who God calls Issachar, not Mexican,
right?
Not greaser, not wetback, you are Issachar.
Right.
They made you strip naked, shave your head and your body hair, and take a bath in kerosene and vinegar.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible, man.
That's chemical warfare.
Yeah.
That is chemical warfare.
It's just like you ever clean with ammonia and bleach?
Yeah.
It's like the worst mixture in the world.
Yeah, that thing can kill you.
It can kill you. And you put kerosene and vinegar together and you tell somebody to bathe in it? Oh, come on. That's death.
For lice.
That's death.
Just
That's
death.
death. Right.
Something that can't live in your body.
Right.
Just on you. Go ahead.
That's
what in the hell?
Go ahead, bro. Play it.
Their eyelids checked for things like pink eye, and many had to complete puzzles or simple IQ tests to prove that they were fit for entry.
So you had to do
After
an
this
IQ
process-
test. You had to create a puzzle
just to get through.
Just to come
get
to
through the
America.
border.
Just to get through the border.
Just to get
So you had to
through
go through a kerosene bath with vinegar. You had to shave your head, shave all the hair off your body. Then, so now this is how you know it had nothing to do with lice. Now you have to do a puzzle.
Right.
What the puzzle got to do with lice?
A competency test.
Right.
basically.
What the test got to do with having lice?
Come
That's how you
on,
know.
man.
That's how you know it had nothing to do with lice. It was
Right.
all about keeping you down. All about keeping you enslaved.
And if you
That's what it's
didn't, if you
about.
didn't pass that test, you can't come in.
Can't come in.
That's crazy.
Go on.
Amazing.
Go back to video.
They'd receive a ticket as proof that they were disinfected. But they would need to go through this every 8 days in order to re-enter the U.S.
So many people didn't speak about it. They didn't talk about this humiliating process. Like they kind of internalized it. It's that psychology of shame.
The toxic baths and dehumanizing inspections at the border set the stage for a revolt, led by the 17-year-old maid from Juarez who defied the order to bathe.
Carmelita Torres was, I've compared her to the Rosa Parks of the border.
Stop.
In the morning of
Stop. Go back.
January.
Come on, yeah. Stay away. Say stop. All you gotta do is press the space bar. Click. Stops. Well, fix it. Go back.
Juarez,
Go
who
back.
defied the...
That it? Go ahead.
set the stage for a revolt, led by the 17-year-old maid from Juarez who defied the order to bathe.
Carmelita Torres was, I've compared her to the Rosa Parks of the border.
See how fast that was? We just click on it. It is that simple. I just want to make sure. The person is not that simple, but he just did it. Carmelita Torres was compared to Rosa Parks. No, Rosa Parks, I ain't getting up off this bus. Right. I ain't. What happened? She didn't want to sit in the back of the bus. Right. She had a seat in the front. They told her to get up. Get up for a white man. She said, "Hell no, go back. Come on, y'all." Said, "Nope, ain't happening." Carmelita Torres. I hope I'm saying that right. Sound good though. Carmelita Torres. Sound good? Yeah. Almost. You can pass. Almost there. You pass. Almost there. The sisters say, "I ain't taking no bath." They said, "Woman, you got lice. You got to go take this kerosene and vinegar bath." She say, "Hell no." And she actually started, what is it called? The bath riot. And we're going to go into that next. It was called the bath riot. Give me Lamentations 5. It's called, so hell no, we ain't taking no baths, no kerosene and vinegar. Right. Can you imagine what that was doing to them? It was killing them. Especially the elderly, the children. You know what I'm saying? Esau, I'm going to tell you, man, and we think that this white man has changed his agenda. Right. Just because he don't call us greasers no more. Because he don't openly call us niggas no more. Right. Just because they don't openly publicize eugenics. It's still going on. Yep. It is still going on. And you can see, I just seen an article about if you get a COVID vaccination, you get a free bag of weed. Oh, yeah. Who do you think that's for? Oh, yeah. Who do you think that's for? That's out there. They're straight targeting our people, man. Straight targeting our people. But we so docile, we think this man love us. We so hooked on the stimulus checks that we don't even understand what's going on. Right. We loving the white man right now. Dumb as hell. We loving him. Our people must think that he changed. Oh, he changed. Look at all this money he giving us. Yep. Look at all of our money he giving us. Come on now, dog. Right. That's our money. Right. Look how much he giving us of our money. Go to Lamentations 5 and 1.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us.
Go ahead.
Consider and behold our reproach.
Remember, Lord, consider. Read.
Our inheritance.
Our land.
It's turned to strangers.
Our land is turned to strangers. Read.
Our houses.
Our houses.
To aliens.
God says these people that's stopping you at the border, they are the illegal aliens. They are the ones that ain't supposed to be here. They the ones supposed to be deloused. Right, deloused and dipped in kerosene oil and vinegar because they the one that brought the plagues over here. They brought the lice. They brought the yellow fever. For real. They brought the chicken pox. And smallpox. Smallpox. The hell is this? All these diseases, they brought all that. Man. And this dude was so big on cleaning, but when the white man came over here, he didn't know how to wipe his own butt. Right. His underwear used to dissolve on his body. Right. Can you imagine the stench? They used to crack the lice with their teeth. Eat it. Oh! They used to eat it. Can you imagine the stench, bruh? Say what? That's horrible, man. Read on.
We are orphans.
We are orphans.
And fatherless.
Read.
Our mothers are as widows.
Our mothers are as widows. No fathers. No leaders. Read.
We have drunken our water for money.
Watch this.
Our wood is sold unto us.
Read on.
Our necks are under persecution.
Our necks are under persecution. You know what it means to have your neck, like somebody stepping on your neck? You can't move. You have nowhere to go. You are done.
George
Stick
Floyd.
a fork in him, he's done.
Can't breathe, can't do
breathe, can't
Can't
move.
do-
You know,
can't
so
do
whatever the head go, the body follows.
Yeah.
So if I got my foot on your neck, that means you are in utter submission.
Subjection, right. Yep.
You have
can't do
nothing to say.
At all.
You have no power. The Bible said that the
that's
Israelites' necks are under persecution.
I hate it here.
So much persecution that they will dip your behind in the bath of kerosene.
Kerosene and vinegar.
You know how crazy that is, man?
That's
to dip a human being in a bath of kerosene and have him shave off his whole body,
That's borderline like
off her whole body.
acid, man.
Yeah, that's acid.
That's horrible.
Then you
bro.
mix it with vinegar.
Yeah. It's horrible.
That's the devil, man. That's what that is. Read on.
Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
We work and have no rest. That was Issachar's prophecy. That was Issachar's prophecy. To work, and have no rest. Go to verse 8.
Verse 8. Servants have ruled over us.
Servants are ruling over us right now. This white man's supposed to be a servant. All these nations outside of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, are supposed to serve us.
Right.
Read.
There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand.
And at this moment, we have no deliverer right at this moment. The only one that's going to deliver us is the black Messiah.
That's right.
Jesus the Christ.
That's right.
Jesus the Christ. You got something?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me get Psalms 44 in verse 13 real quick, because the so-called Mexicans, Issachar is what God calls you. You have put in so much work in this place. You came over to the border. You put in so much work into this place. The white man don't regard you as nothing. That's why their foot is on our necks. They don't regard us as nothing. And yet we take on the menial jobs that nobody else will do. We built America. And yet we gotta take competency tests in order to come across. Go ahead. On Psalms 44, start off at verse 13.
The book of Psalms, chapter 44 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors.
Let's see what it's talking about. Read on.
A scorn and a derision to them that are round about us.
Read.
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
We are a byword, a reproach and a scorn and derision. So that's that telegram that went to what Mr. Blue.
Han Rupert
Blue, right. That's that telegram saying that dirty Mexicans,
detestable Mexicans
are
that needs to
coming
be
over.
quarantined.
They have not changed, not in the slightest, not in the least bit. Read on.
A shaking of the head among the people.
A shaking of the head among the people. They're looking at us like, damn, dirty Mexicans. Damn, look at these Mexicans. Read on.
My confusion is continually before me.
Read.
And the shame of my face hath covered me.
So if you ever want to know why we going through this, you are going through this because we have broken God's laws. You got to repent. You got to repent.
Because y'all think that the kerosene baths have halted.
Right.
They have not halted.
At
we
all.
still on the kerosene baths. We still dipping ourselves in kerosene and vinegar. Still to this day.
Bring it out.
You know what it's called? Never mind. I
was just saying you're going to jump the gun.
I ain't going to jump the gun. Go to the next video. Go to the next.
That's crazy. See, they like to play the villain and the hero.
Right.
Esau the damn devil, man.
Yeah, they give you the virus and then they try to make a vaccination to kill
like
the virus that actually kills you quicker.
Good cop, bad cop.
Hey, you know what's
shit.
crazy? I seen this video of this black nurse. You know they always got to get a black woman to do this.
Oh yeah,
a black nurse came on a screen and they asked her, "So, did you get any side effects when you got your vaccination?" Like, no, I feel perfectly fine. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have witnessed at least 20 people get a vaccination and have called out the next day.
Oh yeah.
Just on how sick they are.
Damn. Yeah.
Just on how sick they are. I got my vaccine yesterday. I feel like crap.
Yep.
I got headaches like crazy. My arm, one dude told me, he felt like he just got done working out.
Hey, you know what? I heard the same thing.
Like he said, my arm feel like I just got done working out.
I heard somebody say they felt like they got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, this does nothing. This does nothing.
How, Sway?
Go ahead.
Take a few steps.
Go ahead. Got in history.
Thousands of immigrants live in fear of deportation from a nation that was founded from immigrants seeking better opportunities and a sense of freedom that they couldn't have in their homelands. But now we turn away from people seeking the same foundations, people with a collective struggle to benefit their lives, who are stopped by stigmas of inferiority.
And meanwhile, the California Democrats are so tone deaf, they're arguing over what benefits we should extend to people who have no legal right to be in this state or country in the first place. As a California
Forced to assimilate
Their welfare, I pay for their ability to be here. At least they can do. Welfare.
and generalized through social matters.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
As well as health matters.
Health issue, too, because we don't know what people have coming in here. We have diseases in this country we haven't had for decades.
These common portrayals create a national consciousness that makes us turn our backs at inhumanity and dehumanization, such as atrocious conditions in detention centers, and the deaths of many crossing the border. This leaves a moral and societal problem for the United States, started from the hostility between immigrants and the common population. How did these hostilities modernize, and what did they commence? The 1917 Bath Riots broke humanitarian barriers by treating immigrants with extreme abuse both psychologically and physically, which led to their complete dehumanization and loss of individuality. This caused an almost inevitable riot against the cleansing facilities, but the riot was also caused by a buildup of tensions between Mexico and the United States.
We got to read this again. The 1917 Bath Riots broke humanitarian barriers by treating immigrants with extreme abuse, both, read that. You know I can't barely read them. I was raised Judah.
The 1917 Bath Riots broke humanitarian barriers by treating immigrants with extreme abuse,
both
psychologically and physically,
which
led to their complete dehumanization.
Dehumanization. That means you are treated as less than a human. They don't treat you human. That means they treat you like a dog. Don't that sound familiar?
3/5 of a man.
Don't that sound the same? That sound like the same thing that the so-called African Americans went through.
Yep.
And they had to riot and say, "I'm a man."
Right. Hey, you know it's crazy. The whole thing that we reading and going over, so-called African Americans, the blacks
do the same thing.
That's crazy.
The same exact.
The delousing,
thing.
all of that.
Go back.
That's crazy, man.
Go ahead and finish reading that.
Which led to their complete dehumanization and loss of individuality.
Loss of individuality. I said that right?
Individuality.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Individuality, right?
Yeah, that was right.
That's how you said it?
Yeah, that was right.
Thank you, bro.
That was right.
I know I read it right. Give me Jeremiah chapter 17. I know I read it right, bro. You can't tell me nothing. Individuality, right?
Right.
There we go.
There you go. You got it.
Better.
You got it.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yep, 17 and 4.
The book of Jeremiah.
Because it said that go back so we can read it again so we don't want to lose a thought. Go back. Come on. Which led to their complete dehumanization and loss of individuality.
All right.
There we go.
There you go.
Individuality. So they lost their identity of self.
Right.
Which actually they've already lost already, but they lost even what they thought they were.
Right. Damn. That's crazy.
They lost everything.
You lost.
Give me that
twice.
Go ahead. Right, you lost it twice. You a double loser.
Dang.
Give me that Jeremiah 17.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage. Read on.
That I give thee.
Watch this.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To serve thine enemies. Yep. Losing your heritage comes with serving your enemies. Right.
Losing your individuality comes with serving your enemies.
Yep.
Losing your identity of self comes with serving your enemies.
Damn.
They go hand in hand. When you serve your enemies, you don't know who you are.
Right.
When you're in the midst of your enemies, they're not going to teach you who you are. They're going to rip you of everything that you think you are.
Yep.
And dip your behind in kerosene and vinegar.
Damn. That's heavy.
Read on.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies
Go ahead.
in the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which thou knowest not, because our forefathers didn't know this land. Read on.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
We piss God off. For some reason, we think that we are just that the bad things that happen to us is just out of the blue.
You know, it's crazy. The brainwashing of that is everybody went through that.
Everybody goes.
Everybody went through
Everybody
that.
has hardship sometimes.
Oh,
no,
right.
no.
Show me what the Chinese went through
Impossible.
kerosene baths.
Right.
Show me.
Read on.
Which shall burn forever.
Which shall burn forever. So these atrocities that's happening to us in the past, but this is 1917.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even in 2021, we still got a border problem.
Right.
Still got a border. They still trying to keep you so-called Mexicans out of America. 2021, all the way back to 1917. Nothing has changed.
And what they call it, to become a citizen here, you have to take a certain test.
You got to take a test.
And the competency test that they had earlier.
And then they put everything in English.
Yep.
I hate it here. I'm going to tell you something. 99% of Americans that live in America will fail that test.
Right.
Yeah, I know I will.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
99% of America will fail the test that they give so-called Mexicans to take.
I think they asked about how many stripes is in the flag and stars.
Name all the 50
Hell.
states in order. Name the presidents.
Who was the 5th president?
I don't know.
Hell.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Singing the Star Spangled Banner.
Right.
Say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Verbatim,
all that stuff.
Don't miss a word.
Hell, they could barely say, I love you in English.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Go back.
Yeah, Esau the devil, man.
They caused an almost inevitable riot against the cleansing facilities. But the riot was also caused by a buildup of tensions between Mexico and the United States, which was evident by the multiple, I don't know what that's in. Motivation, multiples cut off, that's what I was saying. I know how to pronounce motivation, but thank you. Multiple motivations for the bath riots. Play on, bro. It's crazy.
Just for clarification.
Yeah, the hell is this?
Motivations for the
Play on, man.
After the Mexican-American War, there was much resentment towards Mexican people living in the United States because of rising nationalistic views in response to the Revolutionary Era. This view of Mexican people got generalized to all Latinos and caused
Stop!
massive
Pause it! Come on, man. Got to pause at the right time. Come on. Play.
This view of Mexican people
Pause it. This part was given for white people only. Mexicans and Negroes stay out.
Damn.
So in a white man's eyes, Mexicans and Negroes are the same people.
Right.
Oh, damn! Give me that Jeremiah 50.
Hey, you in the spirit.
Give me that Jeremiah 50, man.
The
The white man know we're the same people.
Yep.
We just don't know.
Yep.
We hate each other so much that we don't understand when we come together, we are the biggest threat to the world. Not just the white man. When blacks, Hispanic, and American people come together in unity under God's laws, we are the biggest threat to the world.
That's right. Crippled economies,
Read
all
that.
that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33.
Bring it out.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel,
The children of Israel
and the children of Judah,
and the children of Judah. Judah be the so-called blacks. Israel be the so-called Hispanic Native Americans. Read.
were oppressed together.
We're oppressed together. That means we went through the same thing.
And the world know this except the people that went through it together. Read on.
And all that took them captive.
And all that took us captive, kerosene baths, cotton fields, sugarcane fields, vinegar baths. Read.
Held them fast.
Held them fast.
They refused to let them go.
And even to this day, they refuse to let us know that we are the same people. They refuse to let us know that we ain't niggas in space.
Right.
We ain't redskins. We are actually the children of Israel. They refuse to let us go. They hate us so much.
Yeah.
They hate us so much. All these niggas are lazy. All these Hispanics come up taking over all the jobs.
They dirty.
They dirty.
Lousy,
all
that.
But watch, they hate us so much, but without us, they have nothing.
It wouldn't be no America.
Wouldn't be no America.
Wouldn't be an America.
All these big buildings built,
yep.
God, take them down. Oh, you want us to
White
leave?
House?
You want us to leave? Let us take everything with us that we brought here. Let us take everything with us that we built here.
Right.
America will be nothing but grassland.
For real.
And even that wouldn't be kept.
Railroad tracks. Give me all the...
Right, all the railroad tracks. Give me those.
Damn.
Everything that you see in America was built by so-called people that is hated.
Right.
That's right.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You better get that right. You better get that right. Go back to our article. We almost done. We almost done. Go ahead.
Generalized to all Latinos and caused a massive alienation of whole people. Latinos were banned from restaurants, theaters, and other public facilities, which gave white people a sense of sovereignty over them and a wide dismay for their humanitarian necessity. The majority white culture continued to utilize extra-legal violence against Mexicans as a means of asserting its sovereignty.
Can we look at the definition of extra-legal? Extra-legal violence. Look up that terminology. Extra legal.
Hey, but one thing I noticed she said is it made them feel like they had a sovereignty over them by having them kept out of certain places. So that's that mind. That's that they messing with your mind. They make you want to assimilate and envy them because they say don't come in here.
Look, read that. Extra legal.
Extra legal. Adjective. Not regulated or sanctioned by law.
So what that means is that they were making their own laws that were not even in the law. That were not regulated by the judicial system. They were making their own laws.
They do that right now.
Damn.
Living by their own damn code.
They were making their own laws just to keep Issachar down.
Yep.
Go ahead. Go back. We almost done. Disclaimer, please, so we don't get kicked off. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Thank you.
The sense of power the U.S. got after
Appreciate
the war
you.
made some Texans believe they were superior to Mexico and Latinos in general due to their victory. Texas Rangers in specific displaced this newfound power into Latino immigrants because they were not only seen as a threat to national security, but also white people's monopoly over the social class system. They asserted their power through atrocious crimes such as lynching, arson.
Oh, whoa, stop.
Key point.
Stop. So you
Wait a
telling me
minute.
Mexicans were lynched too?
Oh, wait a minute.
Mexicans were lynched too?
Dang.
Why won't we learn this in school? Why don't we learn that Mexicans were lynched too, just like Negroes were?
That's all I knew.
Why don't we learn that?
Right.
Bring it
out.
Run it back so we can show the people again just how the so-called blacks and the so-called Hispanics are the same people.
Thing.
Yeah,
We're the same thing.
We're the same people.
Right.
We are the same people. Run it.
White people's monopoly over the social class system.
Run it back.
They asserted their power through atrocious crimes such as lynching, arsons, and shootings. Some of these crimes, predominantly lynching, were incorrectly reported, which is why the magnitude of Latino violence in U.S. history remains unknown.
Stop.
Were incorrectly reported.
It said the main way of killing was lynching.
Yep, lynching and shooting.
And these lynchings were not reported. That's why Latino violence is not taught in history.
Right.
Damn! And this white man's got to go.
Yep.
That's why Latino violence was not taught in history because they were not documented like that. But the main method of killing Mexicans, so-called, was lynching.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's heavy, bro. That's some heavy stuff.
First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. These dudes, man. Y'all all right today? Ah, man, come on, man.
The public manipulation through propaganda resentment caused a wide dismay over these brutal killings.
This is where the story separates into. Before 1915, Mexicans and Americans would freely cross the border in order to find economic opportunities for both countries, whether it be new jobs or recruiting workers. This all changed when Thomas Lee Jr. became the mayor of El Paso. Lee had a focus on cleanliness and was determined to get rid of sources of disease which he viewed were the immigrants and Latinos in the area. Along with other scientific journals, he managed to incorporate this perspective among other El Paso residents, which only increased the tensions between Mexico and America. In 1910, a revolution had commenced in Mexico, which started from feuds between the oligarchies that controlled the government. This feud was shown through the rivalry between Porfirio Diaz and Francisco Maduro. This rivalry caused political turmoil, which revolutionaries took advantage of by influencing the general public. These revolutionaries included Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata, which used this enveloping power vacuum to start revolutions throughout Mexico. Their goal was to find equity in terms of land between the elite and the lower class Indians. This ultimately led to Mexico emerging from a dictatorship to a democratic republic. These events were in the midst of World War I, in which nationalistic views were extreme and tensions were high. One incident in specific brought even more hostility between Mexico and the United States, which was the Zimmerman telegram, in which Germany sent a radio message to Mexico saying that Mexico should join the Triple Axis. This made the U.S. lose all trust in both of them.
Mayor Thomas Lee was
all right, that's it. We're gonna watch the whole thing. But this is a very important documentary. Brothers and sisters, when y'all get a chance, watch that thing. The Forgotten History. What is it? The Bath Riots of 1917. All right, y'all. So with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back. When we come back, we got a good one for y'all. These Jakes is crazy. When we come back, all right? Shalom.
Life is full of obstacles. How you overcome them is another story. Because at the end of the day, what profit is a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?
What up, dude?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I got them things over there.
Nah, man, I ain't taking that route no more. Yeah.
Pookie in the hell, look at us.
Hello?
Dang, you can't call nobody no more?
Look, I told you I'm taking my life in a different direction.
Yeah, I understand all that, but I miss you. We can't work this out?
Look, let's not do this. Because sometimes the only thing between you and the flesh is a day of rest. Hey, Shalom, most Christ. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, Israel.
They don't make them how they used to. Old school riding in the new school. New school riding in the old school, But I'm playing with it. They don't make us how they used to. Old school blind to the new school. New school rocking with the wheel of God. Seat back chucking deuce deuce.
We don't get down how they used to. Why they gotta get in my, why they gotta get in my lane, in my lane. Straight is the way to the gate, straight is the way to the gate, in my lane. Why they gotta get in my, why they gotta get in my lane, in my lane. Straight is the way to the gate, straight is the way to the gate, in my lane.
I'm gone, can't stick around for too long. I'm moving on.
In my lane.
I've been missing in action. I pay.
In my lane.
Trying my best to remake blame. Angels fleeing from sin.
In my lane.
I've been missing in action. I pay. In my lane.
Way up purifying in the gardens. You shouldn't do that. There's a tree in the midst, 2/3 looking at it like, what we about to eat at? Serpent on the branch, I don't see that. They're like, nah, where you see that? They're like, hey, you should join us. Everybody about to be there. Many called, only few chosen. I can stick around, gotta get going. I got other plans, but this ain't one of them. Gotta stay rooted, there's a storm coming in. Gate with my name, don't know which one it is. If you ain't sealed, then you ain't going in. Hard to make friends when they don't understand. Show them to the light, but they don't clear it. Why they gotta get in my, why they gotta get in my lane, in my lane. Straight is the way to the gate, straight is the way to the gate, in my lane. Why they gotta get in my, why they gotta get in my lane, in my lane. Straight is the way to the gate, straight is the way to the gate, in my lane.
I'm gone, can't stick around for too long. I'm moving on.
In my lane.
I've been missing in action. I pay.
In my lane.
Trying my best to remake blame. Angels fleeing from sin. I've been missing in action.
All praises. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, hey. This thing got my mic all messed up over here.
All praises.
man.
Gene did it, bro.
Hey, yeah,
All praise. All
set me
praise.
up, man.
All
What the hell
praise.
is
Y'all
going
tuned
on?
into Native's Hour. Now we're gonna go for these Jakes is crazy. I'm gonna tell you, man. Israel is a phenomenon, man.
They're not right, man.
Israel is a phenomenon in the brain. Go
For
ahead and
real.
play that.
This here is extremely upsetting. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Go ahead, play it. Read that quick, man.
Brazilian mom reportedly kills daughter by gouging out eyes, eating tongue.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Take a moment and understand that this is crazy as hell. These Jakes are crazy. Go ahead and read this, man. It's upsetting.
A Brazilian woman allegedly killed her 5-year-old daughter during a gruesome psychotic episode in which she gouged out the girl's eyes before cutting out her tongue and eating it.
That's crazy, man. A psychotic episode. Damn. You kill your daughter, 5 years old. Read.
According to a report, Josemere Gomez de Silva, 30, was arrested Sunday at her home in the town of São Cristóvão after the girl's grandfather broke into the bathroom and discovered the horrifying scene, Newsflash reported.
Bang.
He had noticed blood running from an outside drain after Da Silva locked herself up inside the bathroom with her daughter, Brenda Carolyn Pereira da Silva, according to the report. The grandfather found the mother praying in a daze as the lifeless girl laid beside her. Investigators said...
It said the grandmother found what?
The grandfather found a mother praying in a daze.
Praying in a daze. That means she was having a psychotic episode. That means she got demons on her.
Right. I was going to say, damn demon guy.
That's what I mean. She praying in a daze. She probably was doing that. Should have bought a Honda. Should have bought a Honda. Should have bought a Honda, but I bought a Ford. Should have bought a Honda, but I bought a Ford. Should have bought a Honda, but I bought a Ford.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Go ahead back to the article, bro. That's some nasty stuff, man.
Yeah, that's horrible.
The grandfather found the mother praying in a daze as the lifeless girl lay beside her. Investigators said the unhinged mother attacked Brenda with a pair of scissors while she was still alive.
While she was still alive, attacked her with a pair of scissors, man. Attacked the little girl. How old she was? 5 years old?
Yes.
A 5-year-old little girl with scissors, man. Gouged out her eyes.
Cut
off her tongue and ate it.
What's got to be going through your mind?
Demons.
Right. Legions.
She got demons, man. And I'm going to tell you something, a lot of y'all brothers will still sleep with her right now.
Damn.
Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? Where was the father?
I don't know.
Who raised you?
Right. Where was the father?
That's the problem.
That's a hell of a question. Where was the father?
Because, all of this going on, the father is the hedge. He's the protector. But hey, go ahead. That's what's going on now today, man. Read on.
Da Silva gave police a garbled statement the following morning in a number of languages, including Spanish.
A number of languages. I mean, she spoke more than one language.
Nah, she got legions.
She got legions on her.
One spoke Spanish.
Portuguese.
One spoke Portuguese.
One spoke French.
Creole.
Yeah. One spoke an ancient Egyptian language.
One spoke the Hebrew language.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
No, I'm talking about the made up one.
Go ahead. Say what? Go ahead.
She reportedly denied gouging out her daughter's eyes and putting her chopped tongue in her own mouth.
Wow,
bro, that's crazy.
It says she denied it, but go ahead.
The woman, who is known to suffer from mental health issues, including depression, is believed to have carried out the attack during a psychotic episode. She was being held at a police station in Delmiro Gouveia and will be transferred to a women's prison in the state capital of Maceió during the investigation.
Can we look up the definition of a psychotic episode?
That is, yeah, that's
look at that.
Look up the definition of crazy.
Look up the definition of psychotic episode.
That was the father. These single parent households, man. Keep God's commandments. Psychotic breakdowns and killing babies and all this stuff, man.
So she gouged out her eyes with her scissors.
Cut the tongue out.
And cut her tongue.
Put it in her own mouth.
Oh. Good.
Yes.
Got it.
Psychosis. A mental disorder characterized by disconnection from reality.
Disconnect. I mean, she was seeing stuff. I mean, she probably thought her daughter was a demon or something.
Right.
So I'm going to kill you. Go ahead.
Bruh.
Psychosis may occur as a result of psychiatric illness, like schizophrenia. In other instances, it may be caused by a health condition, medications, or drug use.
So she's hearing other voices.
I don't know what she heard, but she heard her daughter screaming. I know that was right. She heard that, and she still ain't give a damn.
Right.
She still ain't give a damn. Give me 1 John.
That's crazy, man.
Give me 1 John.
These jakes are crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. Crazy. What is that? 1 John chapter 5, verse 2.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2.
Bring it out. Verse 1.
Verse 1. Whosoever believeth that Jesus is the Christ is born of God.
Go ahead.
And everyone that loveth him that beget loveth him also that is begotten of him.
Read on.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
By this we know that we love the children of God. Read.
When we love God and keep his commandments.
So what you got to understand is, this mother physically murdered her daughter.
Right.
But you got to understand, when you don't love God, you don't love his children. You are spiritually murdering your people when you don't love God and keep his commandments.
Right.
You are doing the same thing.
Yep.
When you don't love God and keep his commandments.
That's a cold.
You're doing the same thing.
So you're saying, as gruesome as that was, our people are doing the same exact thing just by not keeping the commandments.
Just by not keeping the commandments of God. Just by not keeping the commandments.
What a bomb. You're supposed to drop a bomb on that. Godly.
Go to verse 20.
First John.
1 John 4 and 20.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother.
Hated his brother. Hated his daughter. Hated his son. Read.
He is a liar.
God says you a liar. Because remember, it said when the grandfather came, he found her doing what? Praying.
Praying in the days.
Praying in the days. Who she was praying to?
Right.
She wasn't praying to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
She was praying to Baal.
She was praying to them demons.
Baal, Beelzebub.
Praying to them devils. Read on.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen? And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
He that loves God loves his brother also.
Right.
You got a script?
No, I had some, but you pulled it already.
All right, give me Titus chapter 2.
That's cool.
Give me Titus chapter 2.
That's crazy, though.
Yep. Titus chapter 2 and verse 4.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 4.
Go ahead. Bring it out.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
To be sober.
To love their husbands.
Read on.
To love their children.
To do what?
Love their children.
Love your children, not murder them.
And you gotta. The only way you're gonna learn to love your children is through the keeping of the commandments.
Yeah, keeping the commandments.
That's the only way.
I mean, even this is the thing though. Even if you don't keep God's commandments to the fullest, you don't kill your child.
Yeah, that's overboard.
basics.
Yeah, that's overboard.
That's basic family function.
101.
Longevity of life. That's basics. You don't kill what came out of you.
Come on now, dog.
A little 5-year-old girl. Hell yeah. Kids piss you off. Yeah, they do.
Right.
Kids piss you off, and you might think about it sometimes. But you
Well,
don't
hell,
do it.
that is, to act, whew,
But to act on it,
to do that,
you a demon.
To do that, yeah,
you are a demonic person.
You got legions. You got more than one.
Read that again.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
To love their children. That's God's message. Love your children, man. Love your children. Give me that Sirach chapter 30. Love your children. Give me Sirach 30. And verse 3.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach and the Apocrypha, chapter 30 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Go ahead.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Go ahead.
Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Watch this.
For he hath left one behind him.
He did what?
He hath left one behind him.
He did what?
He hath left one behind him that is like himself.
You know what? You know what it means to leave somebody behind you? That means you don't kill them. That means when you dead, they still alive.
Right.
When you leave someone behind you, that means you raise them up.
Right.
So that when you long and gone, they can take the torch and run with it. You don't kill your kids, man.
Damn.
You don't kill no 5-year-old
Yeah, that's crazy.
innocent girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't even. I mean, hell, you can't even say, "Oh, she rebelled." She 5 years old.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna be bad as hell at 5.
What are you talking about, man?
But you gouge her eye out and then bite her tongue. You'll cut her tongue off
and put it in your mouth
and eat it.
Who raised you?
But that's some nasty stuff, bro.
These
Y'all give Northern Kingdom a bad name with that. Y'all give Northern Kingdom a bad name with that.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna take a quick break. Then we're gonna come back with the last bit of the show. And what we got coming up next, y'all? What we got coming up?
Well, this segment was these jakes is crazy. If y'all ain't know that, then dang, boy, that's wake up, boy.
Yeah. We crazy as hell.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break. Go ahead.
Welcome back. Gene set you up.
Appreciate you, Almond. Yeah, the brother won't give me no count. Goodness gracious, bruh. You gave me a count? Was I looking at you?
So, hey, look at him, Gene.
That's crazy. Hey, y'all, we need help, y'all. We need help, y'all. After 5 months, we still need help.
I hate it here.
Goodness
You hate it in the
gracious,
IT booth?
man. Go to the article, bruh.
Come on, man.
Good God. Texas mayor quits after saying residents are lazy amid power outages. Hey, can we look up the geographics of Texas? Can we look that up? That's what demographics. Thank you. Demographics. Listen to Levi. What? Levi said geographics.
You started with
geographics of Texas.
He started with Geo. I'm just trying to finish your thought.
Well, you was wrong, brother. You was wrong. You're supposed to be right here. You're supposed to know what I'm thinking.
I can't read your mind.
You're supposed to know what I'm thinking, though. You're supposed to know.
Halfway,
supposed to
take
know,
a few
man.
steps back.
Hey, y'all crazy.
You got it? Go ahead.
Y'all
pull it
crazy,
up.
man. Well, you're right.
According to the calculation of, according to the 2018 U.S. Census Bureau estimates, the population of Texas was 73.5% white, 41.4% non-Hispanic white, and 32.1% Hispanic white. That makes no damn sense.
Right.
41.14 non-Hispanic white,
Hispanic white,
32.1 Hispanic white, 73.5% white.
Wait,
can you give me a better one, please?
What are they getting?
This is very confusing.
Where they getting their math at?
Yeah, 75% white, 45% Hispanic non-white,
32%
Hispanic white.
What?
Makes no sense. Can you give me a better one, please? Please and thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, even more complicated one. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Race, Hispanic origin, white alone, percent, 70%, same thing. Black or African American alone, 12.9%. American Indian, 1.0%. Hispanic or Latino percent, 39.7%. Now look at the next point. Somebody look at this. White alone, not Hispanic or Latino percent, 41.2.
Right.
But look at the first one. White alone. So what? It don't make sense. White alone, not Hispanic or Latino, 41%. White alone percent, 78%.
That's old.
Can you give me a better one, please? The U.S. Census could go jump off a bridge.
Right. I was just going to say that's garbage right there. Who the hell is they talking about?
Look up, just type in Hispanic population in Texas. See how easy that was? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Hispanic population in Texas. Especially, you see what's going on. I'm going to tell y'all something. When you look at the map, right, the only state in America that's been hot every day is Florida. That's the only state in America.
Yeah.
That's the only state in America that has been hot every day.
Halfway, take a few steps.
Yeah.
Something to think about. Just something to think about.
Damn.
Just something to make it go,
I don't know, man.
Just something to think about. Something to think about.
Made me go,
You
long
ready?
enough. Go long enough.
Florida. Still hot. I'll let y'all later. Go to Hispanic population in Texas. 11.1 million. As of 2010 U.S. Census, so that's probably 20 million now. Because so-called Hispanics, they get down on the kids making.
Oh yeah.
They're about 20 to a house.
Especially when
U.S. Census, Hispanics and Latinos. I'm gonna tell you something. Never mind. And Latinos, the median race was 38.2% of the state's population. Moreover, said the same thing. Moreover, the U.S. Census shows that the 2010 estimated Hispanic population in Texas was 9.7 million, and increased to 11.1 million in 2017, with the calculated 18% change from the 2010 Hispanic population estimate. Go to which city in Texas has the largest Hispanic population? Laredo. All right, go to the article. Go to the article. Because the governor quit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The governor quit, but I'm gonna tell you, he dropped the. You know they call it a mic drop. Drop the mic before you walk out the door.
Right.
That's what he did. Go back to the article. A Texas mayor has resigned after quit.
I was just gonna say that's not a resignation.
Right.
He walked out.
Yeah, he walked out after he said what he said. A Texas mayor have resigned over a controversial social media post that called his constituents lazy for complaining about constituents. Thank you. What I said, constituents?
Yeah.
Hey, I can say constituents, bro. Pronounce that thing. Constituents. Hey, you can't tell me live.
Constituents.
But that constituents, bro. I was just something about.
What?
Might be a new word.
That again.
Constituent. Thank you. Lazy for complaining about power outages, according to a report. Colorado City Mayor Tom Boyd announced his what? Oh no, yeah, that's in Texas.
Resignation.
His resignation Tuesday, hours after he received backlash for his long Facebook rant, according to KTXS TV. Read that.
No one owes you or your family.
I really got a dry mouth. You say you have a. You all right, bro?
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. Everyone had a dry mouth.
All on the mic.
Bro, nobody want to use smack on the mic, bro.
Come on, man.
All on the mic.
Okay.
Brother had that fasting mouth.
Go ahead, bro. Read, brother, read.
No one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this.
Go ahead.
Sink or swim.
Do what?
Sink or swim.
This damn devil saying sink or swim, you know?
It's your choice.
Can we look up Tom Boyd? I don't know what that is. Look up Tom Boyd.
Dude, bold in his speech.
Oh, he bold. That's why he quit.
Bold in his speech.
That's why he quit. He knew it was over for him.
Right. Like
John Boyd. No, Tom Boyd. Tom Boyd.
That's the type of stuff you say when you just tired of everything.
All I'm saying, you mic drop. You just bloop and walk out.
Everything. You know, you got money saved up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You tried to wait until the last little bit.
Yep.
And you just like, man, bump that.
What are the images?
Dude just got tired, man.
He got tired. He got tired of all the complaints.
Right.
Y'all niggas keep complaining. Y'all ain't got no electricity. That ain't my fault, nigga.
He looked like he talk with 10-gallon hats, and that's him on the right.
So it's a horrible picture. I mean, hell, he's a mayor. You can't find another picture better than that.
One day ago. Wait, does that say Tim Boyd? Is it Tom Boyd or Tim Boyd? Is this the right person?
Tommy. Hey. Who is that?
Tim.
I said Tim Boyd. Type in Tim Boyd. Go to Texas. Type in Texas after that. Texas. Type it. Go right to the search bar. Colorado City. Type that. That's how that comes up.
Why is that the only picture they got of him? See, he did a sweep of all his pictures.
Yep, that's exactly
before he quit.
That's exactly what happened, bro. He took all his off the internet.
You can pay for that.
Wow,
all your stuff
that's crazy.
Pictures and all that.
That's crazy, bro. He deleted his social media too, I think. Go back. Go tell me, Esau the devil, man. Esau could do that, man. Esau could do that and get away with it.
Planned out.
Yeah, he planned it all out.
He was getting annoyed.
And you know what it was? Negroes and Hispanics kept calling for him to do something.
Right.
We out of power. We ain't got no water. We got no food. We done. We ain't got nothing. Go on.
When you see the conditions of that thing, man, it's crazy out there.
Read.
No one owes you or your family anything.
This is the governor, man.
Right, the mayor.
Nobody owe you nothing.
Nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this.
Hold on, isn't that the point of a government?
That's the whole point, is to help you.
That's crazy.
Go on.
Sink or swim.
Die or live. Go ahead.
It's your choice.
Wow.
He wrote. The city and county, along with power providers or any other service, owes you nothing.
Go ahead. Wait a minute, the city and county, but don't we pay taxes though?
That's why it's called a service.
Don't we pay bills? We pay our electric bill.
That's crazy.
We pay taxes. There you talking about you don't owe us nothing. You owe us everything. The hell is this?
You get our money, we get the service. What the hell?
Go ahead.
If you have no water, you deal without and think outside of the box to survive and supply water to your family.
This dude's the devil, man.
Hey, I bet he's one of those conspiracy theorists, brothers. One of those. They got the doomsday preppers.
Yeah, he got
gallons of water in his backyard,
stacked for years.
Yeah, he got gas, he got food, a pantry,
he got everything,
he got all that. Fend for yourself.
And you know who he talking to? He talking to the Israelites.
Yep.
He talking to the so-called Hispanics and Negroes in Texas. He's calling you lazy. Right. That's what he's calling you lazy.
Right.
But your laziness got him a job.
Because the rich parts, they not suffering.
Oh, we're going to get that.
Oh, no, my bad. I jumped the gun.
We're going to get that, bro. We're going to get that. Go ahead.
He added, if you are sitting at home in the cold because you have no power and are sitting there waiting for someone to come and rescue you because you're lazy, is direct result of your raising.
Stop! Ooh. Now you know who he's talking about. Shots fired. It says you're lazy is a direct result of your raising.
Who raised you?
This dude is the devil. This dude is the devil. I'm telling you, they slander, man. They slander God's people. They slander God's people. Read that again.
If you have no water, you deal without and think outside of the box to survive and supply water to your family, he added. If you are sitting at home in the cold because you have no power and are sitting there waiting for someone to come rescue you because you're lazy, is direct result of your raising.
Hey, can I get a script real quick? Hey, let me get Proverbs 18 real quick. let me get Proverbs
so you're
18.
Lazy is a direct. What is it? Direct what?
Result of your raising.
Dang.
Hey, dude,
that's a class.
He couldn't say that in the crowd out there. What he did that on social media? He had to do that. He couldn't do it in front of people. Go ahead, read Proverbs 18 and verse 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 6. A fool's lips enter into contention.
Read.
And his mouth calleth for strokes.
Bruh. You couldn't say that in front of a group of people, bruh.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? When you think about it, right, he's saying that don't complain and all this stuff. You shouldn't complain. You shouldn't go out and do something.
Right.
So that means he was for, what you got to understand is, he was for the storming of the Capitol. He was for that stuff. That right there turned him on. He loved that his people, the white man, the red man, God calls Esau, they stormed the Capitol because they wasn't waiting for the government to do something for them.
Right.
So it's like, niggas and you spicks, you need to go do what we did. You need to go out and get your own. Don't wait for the government to come help you.
Yep.
That's like what he said.
Dang.
Yeah, by your upraising. Go ahead.
Damn.
Hey, give me Psalms 31:13.
This dude here is bold in his speech, man.
Bold. He's
bold in his speech.
Yep.
The book of Psalms, chapter 31 and verse 13. For I have heard the slander of many.
I have heard the slander. I'm telling you, Esau is the number one people slandering. That's what the Lord said, we're going to be a byword among all the nations.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand this governor. Remember, you got to understand, when you run for governor, you got to appease to all the people.
Right.
Once he got his governor job, once he getting paid $100,000 a year, he got everything set. Now he's like, I don't need y'all niggas.
Yep.
Now that y'all need me, I'm quitting. But when I needed y'all to vote for me, I went above and beyond.
Yep.
But now that y'all need me, Bye-bye. I'm gone.
He was in the hood kissing black babies in the hood.
Yeah, I'm gone now. Read.
For I have heard the slander of many.
Go ahead.
Fear was on every side. While they took counsel together against me.
They took counsel. They taking counsel to kill Israel, man. I'm telling y'all. And I'm going to prove it. We going to prove it. That they're taking counsel to kill us. Read.
They devised to take away my life.
They devised to take away our lives. They devised that thing. Read.
But I trusted in thee.
And that's what we got to do. We got to trust in the Lord. We got to trust in the Lord. Why? Because that's all we got. Hell, your mayor quits on you when the time when you need him the most.
Right.
Your mayor quits, and that's what these people do.
Yep.
That's why the Lord said, "Give me that Sirach. Give me that." That's what the Lord said. Never trust your enemy.
Right.
Give me that Sirach.
Sirach 12.
That's why God said, "Never trust your enemy, man."
12 and 10.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust.
Start at verse 8.
Verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
An enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
Got him.
An enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. When you're going through something, your enemy's going to reveal themselves.
Right.
When you're going through turmoil, your enemy's going to reveal themselves. When you need them the most, your enemy's going to reveal themselves to you, to your face. Read.
In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved.
In the prosperities of a man, enemies will be mad. Watch this.
But in his adversity,
even
a friend will depart.
Gotta go.
Right.
Read on.
Never trust thine enemy.
God says never trust your enemy. This white man's your enemy, man.
Yep.
You so-called Hispanics in Texas, you so-called blacks, Native American Indians, it's time to wake the hell up.
Right.
The Lord is showing you something in the midst of this condition. Your enemy is telling you who they are right to your face. Read.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Like iron eventually rusted, he going to eventually show you just how wicked he is.
So in other words, all of this had to happen.
All this had
to happen just so you can know who your enemies are.
And just so that the Lord could put the spirit on the Israelites to give you solutions as to why and what to do in this situation. Bring it out. Because it says, like iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You got to understand, this man was holding back his iron, his rusted so long.
Right.
Yep. He said, you know what? The hell with it. I'm going to let it all out. And then you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to quit. So in that case, you can't hold me responsible for none of y'all dying.
Yep. Oh, damn.
You can't hold me responsible for none of y'all freezing to death.
Right.
You can't hold me responsible for none of y'all car damages.
Yep.
Because when all this is said and done, do you know the insurance policies that's going to be taken? The bill's going to go up. You know the claims.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to think of it. You got to think of it on another spectrum.
They're going to need a bailout.
They're going to need help.
They're going to need a bailout.
They're going to need bailout just off of the insurance claims.
Dang.
Everybody's cars being jacked up from the weather that they're not accustomed to.
Right.
Nobody in Texas has a freeze. What is it called? Weather insurance. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Right. Extreme weather insurance like you got to get here in Colorado.
Right. How the roof's caving in.
Right. The pipes.
Because the snow's pipe. Yep.
The pipes bursted. That stuff you got to get insurance for.
Yep.
They ain't doing that in Texas. The Lord is revealing something to us. Read on. Read verse 10 again.
Verse 10. Never trust thy...
Hell, State Farm.
Right.
Hey, look up State Farm. Because their whole system is down.
Whoa.
Yes.
The whole State Farm
system
is down?
Nationally. Nationwide, the whole system is stable. Because their headquarters is in Texas.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Look that up. Their headquarters is in Texas.
Can't even get in contact with
you can't make a claim.
So are these the people? Are you in good hands?
No.
Is that State Farm?
No. That's what is that? That's
are you in good hands?
No, that's not, man. Allstate.
Allstate, there you go.
Yeah, we're not talking about Allstate. Look that up. State Farm headquarters down. State Farm power outage, something like that.
Man, so they don't got no No secondary headquarters, no secondary
State Farm
base.
suffers nationwide system outage during winter storm. Go down. Let's read that real quick.
The nationwide outage impacted State Farm's mobile apps, online systems, agent offices, and contact centers. State Farm says systems have been partially restored now.
Partially restored means now they got telephones. Before this partially restored, they didn't have no phones, no internet, nothing. The only part that they got back was the phones. And then they don't pick them up. They don't pick up the phones because the system's down.
Right.
I had to drive to State Farm. I drove to State Farm, and the dude was leaving, and he actually let me in, and he told me, say, we just got our phones. The reason why we don't pick the phone, because I called him like 20 times. The reason why we don't pick up the phone is because the system is down, and there's nothing that we can help you with.
Bam.
That's what he said.
So you know because you got State Farm.
Yeah, I got State Farm. I had to drive to the office.
Right.
Because I kept calling.
Blowing up their phone, yeah.
And it's like nothing. So I said, you know what, they open, let me drive there. Drove there. And the white dude was there by himself. He was just about to leave, but he let me in. And he said, we just got our phones back.
Dang.
And the reason why we not picking up the phones is because the system is down. There's nothing that we can do to help you. So just imagine, bro. Imagine when the system gets back up, how many claims.
Yep.
Just imagine that. How many people can't pay their bills? How many people's gonna get dropped from State Farm? Watch. Watch. State Farm is going to drop you because they don't want to. What is it?
They don't want to have to pay for that.
They don't want to cover
They
you.
don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, like good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ain't so good
until that iron rust.
Right.
Go on. Read verse 10 again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
Never trust thine enemy.
God says never trust your enemy. Read.
For like as iron rusteth,
so
is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. Like iron will eventually rust, this man rusted, and he showed the world that his rust has been shown. His rust has come forth. He said, you know what, the hell with y'all niggas, y'all lazy. Don't depend on the government. Go do your own thing. You want to sit there and freeze, you do that. You live or you die, that's on you.
Right.
Bye-bye. I'm out. I guarantee he probably left the state.
Yeah, he gone.
He probably don't live in Texas no more. He probably somewhere in Florida.
Yeah, he gone.
He in Florida right now, warm as hell.
On the beach.
Right now, drink Coronas. Right now.
Mimosas.
Right, mimosas on the beach, chilling.
with an umbrella.
Sunbathing.
With an umbrella inside.
Right, chilling in the hot sun. Read on.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed. And beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his
his wickedness,
have not been altogether wiped away.
You think this white man is just so, he's 100% good.
Right.
He's 100% good all the time. He's good all the time. When they say the white man's good, the white man's good all the time. But now during turmoil, now when you need him the most,
right?
You know what? He don't want this to fall back on him. Because a lot of people are gonna die.
Yep.
A lot of people are gonna die, man. A lot of people are gonna be sick. A lot of people probably already dead.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say that
they haven't even noticed yet.
Right.
People probably frozen to death in their homes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? People can't get their medication. All this stuff. Think about it. You can't even get in your car to go anywhere. The roads are jammed. The roads are jammed with car accidents. The roads are frozen, slick. They don't have the tires that we got here.
It's the mayor's help to get the help.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the mayor, supposed to be the one that called the National Guard, that called the FEMA. All that stuff is supposed to come in and help.
Yep.
But nothing.
Red Cross and all that. They're supposed to
nothing is happening because this white man is the damn devil. Yep. Go back to the article. You're almost done.
That's crazy, man.
Go back to the article. Read that.
If you have no water, you deal without and think outside of the box to survive and supply water to your family, he added. If you are sitting at home in the cold because you have no power and are sitting there waiting for someone to come rescue you because you're lazy is direct result of your raising.
That's such an insult, man. Really, your lazy is direct result of your raising. Aren't they telling people to stay home?
Right.
Aren't they telling people not to go to work? Aren't they telling people don't get in your car? Yep. Don't drive anywhere. They're telling people to stay home.
Yeah. You know.
Am I sorry that you have been dealing without electricity and water? Yes. But I'll be damned.
I'll be damned
if I'm going to provide for anyone that is capable of doing it.
I'll be damned if I provide for any one of you niggas and Hispanics.
Right.
I'll be damned you spit feed off of me. That's what he's saying.
Right.
I'll be damned you greasers feed off of me. I'll be damned. Read.
Am I sorry that you've been dealing without electricity and water? Yes. But I'll be damned if I'm going to provide for anyone that is capable of doing it themselves.
Hey, remember, y'all voted this dude in office.
Right.
You people that's not dependent on him have voted this dude in office. And you got to understand, even white people is going through this thing in Texas.
Right.
What? Even white people. And he's telling white people, hey, I'll be damned you get off of me.
Right.
That nigga's tripping. He's telling the whole state.
He's showing his
he's showing his rump.
Yep.
He's telling me, I'll be damned, I'll feed y'all. Y'all don't even know how to go feed yourself. You know what it is? That's what's that called? That's called what's that terminology? Oh man, what is it? What says something about your own bootstraps? You know what I'm
Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
Right.
But wait a minute, we helped you go up there. We helped you get over that hump, but now you looking down at us and say, "Oh, y'all can do it on your own."
Hell no.
Get up there on your own, but you didn't get up there on your own.
For people who have no resources at all, and even to try to get the resource or the help, they have no phone lines. The power is down.
Nothing.
How can they help themselves?
How?
It's crazy.
They can't even go nowhere. Where they gonna go?
They're not prepared. The vehicles ain't prepared to drive in that type of snow.
Where they gonna go?
I hate it here.
Where are they gonna go? What are they gonna do? They don't have heat. They don't have electricity. You talk about -degree weather. You talk about 10 degrees weather.
Yep.
If you don't have a heater, hell, you don't have electricity. Bro, that's deadly.
It was just like that here not too long ago. I was outside for 20 minutes. I couldn't feel my fingers no more.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was like -10 the other day.
Yeah.
It was a blizzard yesterday?
Yeah, it was last
blizzard
night.
yesterday.
Yeah.
How, Sway?
A damn blizzard. We ought to don't know. We got blizzards in Colorado already.
Yeah.
Blizzards. It was a damn blizzard. Thought I was in Alaska.
What?
What the hell is this? Thank the Lord for mercy. Tell you that.
For real.
Go to the. Are we done with that? Yeah. Go to the video. Cool. We almost done, y'all. Go to the video. Business here. Yeah, it was a blizzard, man. I probably was like a damn blizzard.
Couldn't see nothing.
Big
snowflakes.
That's it. The blizzard, man, driving to work.
I looked outside, man. All praise, I was off. So
all praise, man. Look at you.
For sure, they got a commercial going.
Rolling blackouts that they promised in which we would lose power for about 15 to 45 minutes at a time, get power for 15 to 45 minutes at a time, and vice versa, so that every neighborhood could get the power that they need. There has been no such thing. There have been some neighborhoods that have been with power this entire time, and some who have been without power since 2 or 3 a.m. last night. Just in North Texas, it is currently 12 degrees and is expected to reach 3 degrees tonight. For those who have already been without power for 10 to 14 hours, this could be a death sentence. Encore has turned off their phone lines and effectively shut down their website, and we need your help. Tweet and call Governor Abbott, Encore, and ERCOT and demand that energy be given to those who have...
Another one. This guy watching that lights that house as well. Not only does Highland Park have full power and electricity, they also have working stoplights. This neighborhood is Preston Hollow. Got electricity and power.
Hey, so all the mansions got power.
Oh, hell, and you know, they said, well, it's a generator. Okay, well, even the street lights work.
Right.
All the street lights work in the rich neighborhoods.
Right.
Ain't that something?
That's crazy.
Oh, but it's a generator. Okay, so what about the damn street lights?
Right. Y'all got power.
What about the stop sign lights?
Y'all got, right.
Tell you, man, when you rich, you got power, man.
Yep.
So everybody else struggling except
The mansion people.
Right. The people that's making big money.
People that's making all the money.
Got the
what?
Who's that? The bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
The bourgeoisies.
And you got that article. So Ted, what's his name? Ted Cruz. Was he the senator of Texas, right? Yeah. So he the senator, right? Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Yes, play that thing. Senator Ted Cruz, gotta read it, faces storm of controversy for flying to Cancun as Texas grapples with power outages caused by severe weather.
So you wasn't that far off when he said the brother with the dude with the Florida.
Right. Dude with the Florida, Ted Cruz with the Mexico.
You can't make this up. Bro.
You can't, bro.
So they went to warmer climates.
Yeah, they went to warmer climates. The hell with y'all niggas. I'm out. They went to warmer climates. I said, no, I'm out of here.
These Edomites is funny as hell.
You got it? Play that video real quick.
That's crazy, man. They out. They gone.
Hey, but you got to watch the excuse he gives, though. Go ahead. Hurry up, play.
Of Texans struggled through a deadly deep freeze, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz flew to the Mexican resort city of Cancun with his family. The 50-year-old Republican lawmaker confirmed the trip on Thursday, but cut it short after his travels were reported. Reuters snapped this picture of Cruz leaving Mexico. In a statement, Cruz said, quote, "With school canceled for the week, our girls asked to take a trip with friends. Wanting to be a good dad, I flew down with them last night, and I'm flying back this afternoon."
Wanted to be a good dad, I flew down with them. Pause it. I flew down with them so that I could be a good dad.
Words smoother than
and we're
butter.
going to fly back this afternoon.
Words smoother than butter.
But I'm telling you, evil, man. Why he had to say, I wanted to be a good dad? So he tried to play on the minds of the people.
Yep.
Trying to play emotions.
Emotions, yep.
Go ahead. We almost done.
With state and local leaders to get to the bottom of what happened in Texas. Cruz, viewed as a potential presidential candidate in 2024, faced calls to resign after photos on social media emerged showing him in an airport line, in a passenger lounge, aboard an airliner, and departing an airport in Mexico. The scandal came as millions of Texans remained paralyzed by power and water outages after a winter storm and freezing temperatures hampered efforts.
Brothers only got a candle, bro.
That's crazy.
Brothers only got a candle for heat. That candle gonna be out 30 minutes. You gone.
Yep.
One candle can't heat one person.
Right. Can't even, barely. Just your hands.
All right, y'all. So all praise to the Most High. Hey, we gotta watch. Oh, so you gonna put
Let me get Lamentations 4:17 real quick, man, because this I ain't gonna lie, they should have deloused him, put him inside a damn tub full of kerosene with vinegar. Go ahead, Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. Because our people over there in Texas right now, y'all see what's going on. You can't depend on these people. Read.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17.
Read.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Read on.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
This nation will not save you. We have to come together as a people to keep God's commandments. That's the only way we're gonna get up out of this. Y'all looking for a nation that's not gonna help us. They ain't gonna help us. They not gonna save us. They ain't gonna pull $1 out their pocket. You see what he said?
They want to pull $1 out their butt to give to you.
Right. For real. That's real. You see what he said?
They want to give you toilet paper they done used already. That's how much they hate you. That's how much they hate you. They don't understand it.
Yeah, man. We gotta wake up. We gotta see the signs, man. His rust is showing. Wake up.
All right, all praise to the Most High. You have been tuned into the Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes. All praise. I've been Captain Gaddett to my right.
I'm saying Uriel.
And then we got G. Hey, Gene was quiet tonight, man. Gene was appalled. Gene was appalled. He didn't say nothing all night.
Right. These Jakes is crazy. Still got him.
Yeah, these Jakes crazy.
Still got him.
Hey. What still got me is the kerosene baths.
Yeah.
And how Iscar was being hung. But they didn't want to put the numbers out there so that they can wake up to the knowledge that they are going through the same thing as Negroes are.
Yep.
Hey, man, that's a crafty thing. Yep. All right, y'all. So with that, we're going to say Shalom FCN coming up next. With that, we say
news.
Shalom.
Turn that thing up.